Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Health Universe channel. I'm so glad you're here today, because we're going to dive into a topic that I know touches so many lives, and it's something I'm incredibly passionate about, helping seniors regain their independence and joy through improved mobility. You know, as we get older, some things just change. The way we move, the way our bodies feel, it can all start to shift. And for many seniors, one of the most disheartening changes is when walking becomes a struggle. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the freedom to live life on your own terms. I hear so many stories from people who used to love their daily walks, or who cherished the simple act of strolling through a park, but now find themselves facing challenges. Maybe it's a persistent weakness in the legs that makes every step feel like an effort. Or that stiffness in the knees and hips that just doesn't seem to loosen up, no matter how much you try. Sometimes it's just a general feeling of instability, a fear of falling that can be incredibly limiting. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they can significantly impact someone's independence. Imagine not being able to confidently walk to the mailbox, or go grocery shopping without worrying about fatigue or losing your balance. It can mean relying on others more, feeling a sense of loss, and sometimes even withdrawing from activities you once loved. The world can start to feel a little smaller, a little less accessible. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. I've spent years researching and exploring what truly makes a difference, and I'm so excited to share with you today one single habit that has been scientifically proven to be a game changer for seniors struggling with their walking. It's not a magic pill, and it's not a complicated, time-consuming regimen. It's something incredibly simple, yet profoundly powerful. And the best part? The evidence is overwhelmingly positive, showing significant improvements in leg strength, mobility, and overall walking ability. So, what is this habit? It's consistent, low-impact resistance training, specifically focusing on the legs and core. Now, before you picture barbells and intense gym sessions, let me clarify. When I say resistance training, I'm talking about movements that challenge your muscles against some form of resistance, whether that's your own body weight, resistance bands, or light weights. And the key word here is low impact and consistent. Let me tell you why this works so incredibly well. Our bodies, especially our muscles, respond to challenge. When we put a gentle, consistent demand on our leg muscles, like our quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, we trigger a process called muscle hypertrophy, which basically means our muscles get stronger and can even grow a little. Think of it like this, your muscles are constantly adapting. If you don't use them, they gradually weaken and shrink, a process called sarcopenia, which is a major contributor to walking difficulties in seniors. But if you give them a reason to be strong, they'll respond. Beyond just building strength, this habit also significantly improves flexibility and joint health. When you move your muscles through a full range of motion against resistance, you help lubricate your joints and keep the connective tissue supple. This is crucial for reducing that stiffness we talked about earlier. Stronger muscles also provide better support for your joints, which can alleviate pain and improve stability. Imagine your knees and hips feeling more secure, less achy, and more ready to move. That's the power of this habit. But it's not just about the physical mechanics. This habit also plays a vital role in improving your balance and coordination. Many of the exercises involved naturally engage your core muscles, which are like the powerhouse of your body. A strong core is essential for maintaining an upright posture and preventing falls. When your leg and core muscles are working together more efficiently, your brain receives better feedback about where your body is in space, leading to improved proprioception and a greater sense of stability when you walk. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, resistance training? I'm not sure if I can do that. And that's perfectly understandable. But let me introduce you to some incredible individuals who felt the same way, and whose lives have been transformed by adopting this simple habit. Take Eleanor, for example. Eleanor is 82, and for years, she struggled with walking even short distances around her home. She told me she felt like her legs were made of lead, and getting up from a chair was a major undertaking. Her doctor had mentioned the importance of staying active, but she didn't know where to start. We talked about incorporating simple resistance exercises using her own body weight. She started with chair stands, literally just standing up from a chair and sitting back down, slowly and deliberately. At first, Eleanor said, her eyes lighting up, I could only do a few, and I needed to use my hands to push off. It felt so hard. But I stuck with it, just 5 a day, then 10. After about a month, I noticed I wasn't grasping the armrests as tightly. Then, one morning, I stood up without using my hands at all. It was like a miracle. Now, I can walk to the park down the street and back, something I hadn't done in years. I feel like I've got my legs back. Eleanor's progress isn't a fluke, it's a testament to the body's incredible ability to adapt and strengthen when given the right stimulus. The consistent effort, even if it's small, builds up over time. Then there's Robert, who's 75. Robert loved gardening, but his knee stiffness and general leg weakness made it impossible to tend to his beloved roses. He felt a deep sadness about losing this cherished hobby. We introduced him to some simple resistance band exercises, focusing on leg extensions and leg curls while seated. The resistance bands provided a gentle but effective way to challenge his muscles without putting stress on his joints. I was skeptical at first, Robert admitted, a twinkle in his eye. I thought, what can a rubber band do? But after a few weeks, I felt a noticeable difference. My knees felt less grindy, and I could actually bend down to prune my roses without feeling like I was going to fall over. It's given me my garden back, and honestly, it's given me a whole lot of my old self back too. Robert's story highlights the versatility of this habit. Resistance bands are fantastic because they're portable, inexpensive, and offer scalable resistance, meaning you can easily adjust the difficulty as you get stronger. And finally, let me tell you about Maria, who is 78. Maria was struggling with her balance. She'd had a few minor falls, which really shook her confidence. She started to avoid going out, even for short walks, because she was so afraid of falling again. We focused on exercises that not only built leg strength but also specifically targeted her balance, such as standing heel raises and light marching in place, holding onto a sturdy piece of furniture for support. The fear was paralyzing, Maria shared, her voice full of emotion. Every step felt uncertain. But my physical therapist encouraged me to try these exercises. They were so simple, just standing on my toes, or lifting my knees slowly. After a few months, I felt a significant difference in my stability. I actually walked around the block today without holding my husband's arm once. It feels like I've got my confidence back, and that's priceless. Maria's experience perfectly illustrates how resistance training isn't just about big muscles, it's about the intricate network of muscles that support balance and proprioception. When these muscles are stronger and more responsive, your body feels more stable and secure. So, how can you incorporate this incredible habit into your daily routine? The key, as I mentioned, is to start small, be consistent, and listen to your body. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment, though those can be great options if you enjoy them. Here are some practical tips to get you started, making it accessible and easy to stick with. Tip 1. Start with bodyweight exercises. Your chair is your best friend. The most effective and accessible starting point for many seniors is bodyweight exercises. You already have the best resistance there is, your own body. Chair stands. This is a powerhouse exercise. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Lean slightly forward and push through your heels to stand up, using your hands on the armrests for support if needed. Slowly lower yourself back down to a seated position. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions, aiming for 2 to 3 sets. As you get stronger, try to use less hand support, or even no hand support at all. This strengthens your glutes and quads, crucial for walking and getting up from a seated position. Wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall, about arm's length away, hands flat on the wall at shoulder height. Lean towards the wall, bending your elbows, then push back until your arms are straight. This strengthens your chest and arm muscles, which are surprisingly important for maintaining posture and balance while walking. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. Calf raises. Chair-supported hold onto the back of a sturdy chair for balance. Slowly lift up onto the balls of your feet, holding for a second, then slowly lower your heels back down. This strengthens your calf muscles, which are vital for pushing off the ground when you walk and for ankle stability. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. Leg lifts, seated or standing with support. Seated, sit tall in a chair. Extend one leg straight out in front of you, keeping your knee straight and foot flexed. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower. Repeat on the other leg. This targets your quadriceps. Standing, with chair support, hold onto a chair. Slowly lift one leg straight out to the side, keeping your body upright. Hold for a second, then slowly lower. Repeat on the other leg. This works your outer thigh muscles, important for hip stability. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions per leg, 2 to 3 sets. Tip 2. Incorporate resistance bands for added challenge, gently. Once bodyweight exercises feel more comfortable, you might consider adding light resistance bands. These are fantastic because they're portable, affordable, and offer a progressive challenge. Band leg press, seated loop a resistance band around both feet while seated. Press one leg forward against the band's resistance, then slowly return. Repeat on the other leg. Band glute bridge and lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Place a resistance band around your thighs, just above your knees. Press your knees slightly outward against the band, then lift your hips off the floor, engaging your glutes. Slowly lower. Remember to choose a band with light resistance initially. You want to feel a gentle challenge, not strain or pain. Tip 3. Consistency is your superpower, not intensity. This is perhaps the most crucial tip. It's not about how hard you go in one session, it's about showing up consistently. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, with a day of rest in between to allow your muscles to recover and rebuild. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused resistance exercises a few times a week can make a profound difference. Think of it like watering a plant. A little bit regularly is far more effective than a deluge once in a while. Tip 4. Listen to your body and prioritize safety. Always listen to your body. If you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately. It's normal to feel some muscle fatigue or a mild ache after exercising, especially when you're starting, but pain is your body's way of telling you something isn't right. Warm up. Before you start your exercises, do a gentle warm-up for 5 minutes, light marching in place, arm circles, gentle knee bends. Cool down. After your exercises, do some gentle stretches for your legs and hips. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially when you're active. Consult your doctor before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have underlying health conditions. It's always a good idea to chat with your doctor or a physical therapist. They can offer personalized advice and ensure the exercises are appropriate for you. Tip 5. Make it a habit you enjoy. Finding ways to make this habit enjoyable will help you stick with it. Set a regular time. Schedule your exercise sessions like any other important appointment. Find an exercise buddy. Exercising with a friend or family member can be motivating and fun. Put on music. Choose music that energizes you and makes you want to move. Track your progress. Keep a simple journal to note down what exercises you did and how many repetitions. Seeing your progress over time can be incredibly encouraging. Imagine the feeling of walking with greater ease, climbing stairs without a second thought, or simply enjoying a leisurely stroll in the park. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing your body is strong and capable. This isn't just about preventing falls or being able to get around, it's about reclaiming your zest for life, maintaining your independence, and truly enjoying every moment. Remember Eleanor, Robert, and Maria? Their stories aren't unique. Thousands of seniors are discovering the transformative power of this simple habit. It's about empowering yourself, taking control of your mobility, and unlocking a healthier, more active future. So, if you've been struggling with your walking, feeling that weakness or stiffness, I truly encourage you to give this habit a try. Start small, be consistent, and watch as your body responds, building strength and mobility from the inside out. You have the power to change everything, one gentle, consistent movement at a time. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you've tried resistance training or are planning to start, Share your thoughts in the comments below. What challenges have you faced? What improvements have you seen? Your insights could inspire someone else. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Health Universe channel for more tips and inspiration, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, your health is your wealth, invest in it wisely. See you next time.